Have you ever wondered what really separates the average person from a financial legend? Well, today we're going straight to the source. We're going to break down 3 incredibly powerful and surprisingly simple financial tips from one of the greatest investors of our time, Ray Dalio. Okay, let's get right into it. Now, this isn't advice from just some guy on the internet. Ray Dalio is the founder of Bridgewater Associates, which is the world's largest hedge fund. He's literally known as the king of hedge funds for a reason. He manages billions and has successfully navigated some of the craziest market swings imaginable. And just to give you an idea of his success, his personal net worth is something like $16 billion. So yeah, when someone with that kind of track record shares their playbook, it really pays to listen in. Okay, so Dalio's very first tip isn't about getting rich quick or picking the next hot stock. Nope, it's all about survival. Before you even think about playing offense, you absolutely have to build an unbreakable defense. You have to build your shield. And that shield starts with a really basic question. How much cash do you have ready for a real full-blown emergency? I mean, the recent pandemic was a massive wake-up call, right? It showed a lot of people that their safety net just wasn't big enough. And it proved that the old rules just might not cut it anymore. So here's how things have shifted. We all grew up hearing that having 3 to 6 months of living expenses tucked away was the gold standard. But after seeing how long a crisis can actually drag on, the new reality, the new minimum, is probably closer to 12 months, maybe even more. And this is so crucial. This isn't just about paying bills. It's about protecting your headspace. When you aren't freaking out about rent or groceries, you have the mental breathing room to think clearly, to plan your next move, and to spot opportunities. That shield is the foundation for everything, and I mean everything else. All right, so once your shield is built and that cash reserve is solid, it's time to switch gears and go on the offensive. Dalio is very clear that just saving money isn't going to cut it. You have to make your money start working for you. We all tend to think of cash sitting in a bank account as the safest thing in the world. I mean, it can't go down, right? It's just there, totally risk-free. Well, Dalio would say, not so fast. Is it really the safest option? Just look at the simple math here. Let's say your bank is feeling generous and gives you a little interest, maybe 1.5%. Feels good, right? A small win. But then inflation, which is just the rising cost of everything, comes along and eats away 3.5% of your buying power. And oh, don't forget, you have to pay taxes on that little bit of interest you earned. When you add it all up, your safe money is actually shrinking every single day. This number right here, this is the silent killer of wealth, a negative 3.5% return. You did absolutely nothing wrong, you saved your money like you were supposed to, and yet you ended the year with less real-world spending power than when you started. You are literally losing money by saving it. And there it is, straight from the man himself. He believes that holding on to excess cash, anything beyond your emergency shield, is one of the absolute worst financial moves you can make. It's a guaranteed loss over time. So what do? What's the solution? It's one word: diversification. This is the heart of Dalio's whole philosophy. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You want to own a mix of different things: stocks, bonds, maybe some commodities that all behave differently. That way, when one thing is down, hopefully something else is up, which helps smooth out the rot. And here's the beautiful, simple truth behind it all. Nobody can predict the future. Not you, not me, not even Ray Dalio. So since you can't possibly know for sure which investment is going to be the big winner, the goal isn't to try and pick it. The goal is to build a solid, balanced portfolio that does okay no matter what the economy throws at it: sunshine, rain, or a full-blown hurricane. And that brings us to Dalio's third and, maybe the hardest tip of all. This one moves beyond the numbers and gets deep into psychology. To really win this game, you have to learn how to think completely differently from everyone else around you. You've probably heard this quote before, but it perfectly captures the idea. The market is just a giant reflection of human emotions, mostly fear and greed. Most people just get swept away by those feelings. The true pros learn how to swim against that current. And you can see how it plays out, right? The majority of people get all excited when prices are shooting up and they buy near the top out of FOMO. Then the market tanks, panic sets in, and they sell at the bottom just to stop the bleeding. The contrarian investor, they do the exact opposite. They see fear as a buying opportunity, and they see euphoria as a signal to maybe sell. Now, this sounds so simple on paper, but it is one of the hardest things to actually do. Our brains are literally wired to follow the herd. It's a survival instinct. So choosing to run toward the fire when everyone else is running away feels completely wrong. But that's exactly why it can be so profitable. So let's put this all together. What does Ray Dalio's complete game plan for your finances really look like? Well, it's a pretty clear 3-step playbook. First, build your shield. Lock down your foundation with at least a year's worth of emergency cash. Second, play offense. Get your extra money working for you in a super diversified portfolio to beat inflation. And finally, master the game. Develop the mental toughness to buy when there's fear and sell when there's greed. Defense, offense, and then mastery. And that really leaves us with one final thought. The first 2 steps are about tactics and discipline. But that third step, thinking like a contrarian, that's really about courage. It's about being willing to stand alone and trust your homework when the whole world is yelling that you're wrong. So the real question is, are you brave enough?